Hello and welcome, Links here. We are playing Overlord H, which obviously stands for humorous. And we are not starting with continuing the story, but we are going to start with having a look into the mirror, because there is a little... There are two events that we have not looked at yet. Let's do it. Double trouble. Aurora. Yes, mother. Before we go, there is a matter we need to discuss. I understand. Let's have a look at that daughter. She's a cutie. They walk away. To any onlooker, this may seem like a weird behavior, but that is because they have their own secure location where to speak about important matters. Matters that cannot be overheard, but not even by other members of Nazareth, but a selected few. I mean, mother and daughter, yeah? And I guess more of them? Greetings, aunt! Hello. Aurora elegantly sits and waits for her mother to speak. So, I can't believe you are an adult already. You've grown so fast and well. Anyway, let me remind you, we are like 700 days into this world, and she's already a grown-up. Yes, it was a fast growth. You've shown great potential during the tournament. If there is anyone that can conquer a whole world, that would be you. I don't know. My daughter, with Momonga-sama. Of course, I do not expect anything less than absolute perfection. However, congratulate you for your flawless victory. You wouldn't. It's not the only reason for calling you here. As an adult and my daughter, there is something you should know. Albedo proceeds to explain her understanding of players in a way that Aura can easily comprehend. Wait, they know about players? This is pretty much all there is to know about them. They can arrive in this world because of Yggdrasil's magic. This is what Momonga-sama is going to prevent once the right time comes. That's also how we arrived here, as you already know. However, some players are already in this world. Possibly. And they have been here for much longer than us. Where? Far, far away from here. We have never found proof that any other player currently exists in this continent. But you say that they exist, huh? Yeah. As for the other one, it was quite hostile, but I best to clean it up as much as I could before returning here. What? They were fairly weak, not the ones I was looking for. However, I slaughtered them all just in case. Wait, what? Who are you talking about? I suspect that you might encounter some in other world as well, and those might not be as weak as the ones I have fought. These people called players, they are really evil and want to overthrow your father. I wouldn't go that far. Eh? How is that possible? Not only my father is powerful, but we are many. Just how powerful are they? It is not about that power. There is a reason only a few selected members can hold these meetings. You say that, yet you invited a sister that you don't trust. Huh. Not everyone will agree to what needs to be done for the sake of Momonga-sama. Including him? Your father is perfect. Right. But in his perfection there is a lot of kindness. He would have no second thought in sharing his throne with someone else. Okay, that line is completely stupid. We cannot let that happen. I understand. I'll make sure to dispose of them. No. They are too strong for you. So if you encounter any clue leading to players... She hands me an item. I take the item and slowly inspect it. I don't know why I'm speaking in first person. At first it looks like a small mirror, however the glass does not reflect my image. It looks really expensive, with the border completely made out of gold. I do not even need to use detect magic to understand it is a quite powerful magic item. While I never tested it, it should work even if you will be in a different world, as long as magic exists. Use this to contact me. Of course, I would not mind if you contacted me as often as you wish. But I'm no longer a kid. I know, but you're still my daughter. I want to hear from you and visit you from time to time. What Alright, just visits. I'll be taking the whole one by myself for Momonga-sama's sake, for my father's sake. Hoo, I'm really proud of you. Later on. Too strong. Mother still thinks of me as a child after all. So stupid. If there's no one trying to harm my father, I shall dispose of them myself. I guess my main priority once I get to the world I'm assigned to shall be enslaving every creature and slaughter whoever opposes my rule. If only I had my father's power, that would not take too long. At times I wonder why he decided to take the longer route. All of the Supreme Ones were useful members of society. It was a requirement to join the Guild of Eins Ultone. However, that was not enough. Corporations had to squeeze every little bit of life out of them, just as they had done to their own planet. To everyone, Momonga was a great leader and a great guildmate. Despite the circumstances, he was understanding of their difficult situation and accepted their leave without any fuses, but it was only a facade. Momonga Suzuki Satoru is highly selfish. He hated them for leaving, and yet he missed them at the same time. It was a weird mix of emotions that he could not explain. The only thing he knew is that he could not let this frustration out in front of them. He was used to hold back and keep everything hidden inside. However, his negative emotions were not as hidden as he had thought. Unbeknownst to him, Albert had witnessed his selfish feelings of anger and hate every single day. A mistake that would ultimately lead to generations of hunting after Supreme Ones and, as ages went by, simply anyone that could be referred as potential player. Dude. Albedo is so not trustworthy. I've made a mistake by responding to her feelings in the end. It was not the first one who I responded to for. Or more like, no. We responded. First time, I rejected her, to be fair. Also, it's kinda unfair how the game is like, okay, you rejected Albedo, but here is your another chance. While other, better girls, like Lupus Regina, did not get such an opportunity. It was one, and you are finished if you have not confessed. I'm gonna complain. Yeah, Albedo is not best girl. And so on. For sure. Anywho, Aurora's Pocket Dimension. Some time ago. Father! I couldn't help but smile upon seeing him. His supreme figure and the fact that he is my father warms up my heart with joy. Huh. It is such an overwhelming feeling that I almost forget how to bow. Yet in his immense kindness, he pays no heed to my late bow. Aurora, is there anything you need? I would like to ask you a question about magic. I avert my gaze. I feel bad about asking it for my father. The reality is that I could learn all I need from the library. However, a part of me is selfish. I want him to spend some time with me, every single day, even if it is only but a few minutes. I do that despite knowing about his busy schedule. However, it is also true that his knowledge goes beyond what even the library could offer. I'll be happy to answer it. Ha! He's so kind! Both my father and my mother are so amazing. I cannot let them down. Conjuration! I've used this branch of magic many times to conjure monsters and undead, but only recently I've been asking myself, where do they come from? I've tried asking to the intelligent creatures I've summoned, but they talk about planes, left more questions than answers. I feel his intense stare on me as I wait for his reply. His eyes seem to light up a little before he replies. I had asked myself the same question back in the day. What they say is true. The conjuration spells you use are nothing more than a contract. Your mana in exchange of control over the creature you've chosen for a limited amount of time. You can even take the extra step of creating a ritual in order to form a contract with a specific creature of that plane, rather than getting a random one. I see. Another plane. A plane in another dimension, right? Who am I making a contract with? No, that should not be the question to ask, rather. If I created my own pocket dimension or an area where I would store creatures, would I be able to create a spell to replicate the effect? Of course. In that case, the mana spent would be in an effort to teleport said creature from a place to another. However, unlike those conjuration spells, the creature needs to be willing, or your power needs to be stronger than their will. Also, if they die, you will not be able to use them again. In short, it would be nothing more than an enhanced teleport spell. Assuming I can take care of creating a pocket dimension and bend their will. I see. Daddy, if you are not too busy later, could you help me create such a spell? Thank you. I turn around and only now I notice that my mother is not here. Where is mother? Probably in my chambers. I'll go and see her now. See you later, Daddy. I bow down and then head to my parents' personal chamber. No, it's not parents. It's mine. In order to speak with my mother. As a magic caster, I could create a teleport spell that works on both ends. However, that was not enough. I still need something to create my own pocket dimension, and a way to break the will of my future targets. I can probably break someone's will with my racial abilities, however... Unless the treasure has an item I could use, I'll have to settle for a physical place. I hate being weak. I'm sure my mother will be able to help me with both. She melts down so easily when I love her. Mommy! Using your own parents, yeah. Thanks to Momonga, Aurora was able to create her own spell to teleport things in and out of her own pocket dimension. The treasury has quite a few of such items, and Elbedo was more than happy to give her one of them, with Momonga's permission. However, breaking a creature's will with her racial abilities, that was not as simple as to solve it. It required a lot of training and practice. So that day she paused her magical studies in order to learn as much as possible about her racial abilities. Then, a day before the tournament... Oh, hey sweetie, are you lost? A noble woman herself should not stray too far from home, especially this late at night. I was keeping up some company. If you will behave, we'll take you home safely. She gets closer to the mercenary proposing that and touches his arm while he laughs in a pretty gross manner. Indomitability! A black aura surrounds the mercenary. What? Both the mercenaries freeze in place once she reveals her wings. Their smiles fade away, and yet hers remain. You are so kind to propose that. I just need somebody to run a few experiments on. Okay, you will! The mercenary tries to attack Aurora, but she dodges the attacks and grabs his arm. Stand still. The mercenary, now motionless, stands in a pretty awkward position. His eyes move in a pretty erratic way, yet the rest of his body looks like a statue made of flesh. Aurora's domination ability works much like the Miruk's, but it requires her to touch the target. So it's basically... I mean, I think you can easily say that it's a weaker version. Definitely weaker version. Now back to us. The other mercenary stands still as well. However, he is not affected by Aurora's domination. He's simply too afraid to move. He knows there is no escaping this. Please, I do not get back. Fire burst. The mercenary suddenly engulfs in flames, while he screams to the top of his lungs for about 6 seconds. The longest and most painful 6 seconds of his whole life. Once the flames finally fade away, he falls to the ground, barely alive. It was not because of his strength, but because of the spell Aurora had previously used on him. Is that all? Both of you are so fragile. Do I have to assume the rest of you human society is as fragile? She peeks inside. No, even worse. Pathetic. I'll need to collect all of you then. Even mangoes in a great number can accomplish something useful. Be glad useless life will be of use to me soon. Dude, she's getting so many, like, peaks. Such a shabby place. It is true, a blight in my father's world. With a disgusted facial expression, she steps forward and enters the addict's den after collecting the 2 mercenaries outside. A few people look at her with empty eyes, but most simply do not notice her presence. They are completely lost to themselves. Looks like I'll not even have to try. Their will is already gone. Well now, time to get to work. One by one, she collects all the humans inside. Barely anyone tries to struggle. In just under 10 minutes, the whole place is totally empty. This many should be enough. And now, Dragon Breath Gold! Dragon Breath Gold. After the incantation, she begins to blow out fire, just like a dragon all over the place. What? I'll never get tired of seeing things set on fire. It is so warm and powerful. It is the right element to purify such places and make my father's world a little more beautiful. The cabin becomes a big golden ball of fire, outshining the brightness of the starry sky. Piece by piece, the wood gets consumed by this raw energy and falls apart while Aurora admires her handiwork. The small abandoned cabin used by the humans to drown in their sorrows is no more. Much better. Now that I did my good deed for the day, I shall rest and relax in the spa until the battle. Good deed of the day. I mean, to be fair. Oh, I was mistaken, by the way. We are not 700 days. We are 819 days into the game. Which is more. But still, I mean, given the fact she's been made, Aurora, I mean, from the earlier talk, basically. She's been made while we're already in this place. Well, she grew pretty quick still. Right, Evil Eye. Evil Eye. Yes, Sama. Take this. I throw a ring at her, and she swiftly grabs it. This ring? The ring of Einsulgone. Only one more associate of mine has that ring and will stay behind. My hope is that you will work together to continue my dream of building a perfect world where everyone will coexist. Wait, Sama. This is too sudden. I'm not sure if I can... There is no one else in this world that I would trust more than you. Besides, you will not be alone. The ring can teleport you back here anytime you wish. It is a precious treasure. I've also built many alliances. The Holy Kingdom and the Elf Country will back you up for sure. Anytime I wish. She wears the ring next to the one masking her undead nature. I'll keep it safe and accept. I did not really want to leave your side. I've enjoyed our time together, but if I can truly use it anytime I wish. You will always be welcome, Evil Eye. There is no need for that. That ring has a deeper meaning. It means the Great Tomb of Nazarick is your home now. Understood. She's finally more confident in herself and thus a decisive bow. Thank you, Aisama. If I may question the decision, why did you choose me? You used to be a princess, right? I like to believe it has always been your destiny. However, more importantly, you are from this world and you have a lot of experience thanks to your long life and journeys. No one will question you, and since we share the same vision, we can work together to build a harmonious place to live in. I'll do my best on my side to make sure disasters will no longer happen. I would like to say I would like to revert or fix them, but I cannot make false promises like this. I'm not even sure if this ring will work. Yes, I'll do my best. And so on that day, Keno became an official member of Einsulgone. She may not come along with us, but only because she will be taking care of things here. She will always welcome me in the Great Tomb of Nazarick. Yeah. Ascent to divinity? What the fuck is that? What is going on? We are having events like crazy. Yo! Alright, we are visiting all the places. Let's start with Hell Kingdom. Damn, so many events. Mare, there is something I need to talk with you about. Right, I totally messed up that line. I totally can't read right now. My disappointment in myself is immeasurable. Hey, I came personally for that. Is it something important that I screw up? Oh, I knew I'd not be a good fit for a king. It is important, but it is not about you. You are doing a flawless work here. That's why I would like you to stay behind. Stay behind? I explained the situation in detail. That is pretty much it. Wow! You've been allowed to stay outside of the Great Tomb of Nazarick with your ring, so that is not an issue. You can come back anytime you wish. It is your true home after all. Considering how far the Great Tomb of Nazareth is from here, you would need to use your ring anyways. This is so sudden, I do not know what to say. Take all the time you need. And if you really want to leave with us, do say so. I'll try to find a replacement. No, I do not want to trouble Aizama. It is fine as long as I can come back as soon as I want, but with the Sorcerer Kingdom, the world be alright without us. That is hard to say, but I'm probably not done with it yet. I'll simply pack it differently. I'm not sure how just yet. If you ever will need help, the Great Tomb of Nazareth will come in your aid. The only difference is that I will not be able to come personally. Do you know I'll come visit you? I'll be happy to see you every time you come back. I pat Maria's head on one last time. Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't know if I like where this is going. I know there are no events here. I will still click around. I'm kinda surprised there is nothing regarding the other elf from our team, Kalinsha. Alright, Nea Baraha. Greetings, Nea. I apologize for such a short notice regarding my arrival. You should not apologize, Ainsama. You always be welcome in this kingdom, anytime you desire. Everyone is happy to have you here. Thank you for the kind words, Nea. However, I came here to let you know that I will no longer be able to come here. Ainsama! I explained the situation. Despite trusting Nea, I leave out some details. However, for the most part, Nea is updated on the situation. I see. I assume that is final. Yeah, I do not see any good reason why he would make such a lie. However, I kind of hope there is a loophole. After all, he has never been a god, so he would have no way of knowing. Understood. I'm just glad there is a way to be in contact with you. You don't seem to be as surprised as I thought you would be. Well, of course not. I always thought of Ainsama as a god. So all of my followers do. I mean, it is only natural, right? It's just a confirmation of what we already knew. You put a lot of trust in me. Of course. She says that with a sudden loud voice. She realizes it as well and quickly covers her mouth. I'm sorry, Ainsama. It is nothing. I'm really happy you feel that way about me, Nea. Feelings? Huh? This could be... No, this last time I'll be seeing you, so... There is no point in postponing what I need to tell you anymore. I knew it. There is something you need to know before you go. I'm listening. That time in the carriage, I was anxious over that I was lacking, and yet... In those days, I sense we both understood each other. It made me happy. I do not know if you felt the same, but that day I learned how gentle and kind you are. I knew back then that there was something wrong with our kingdom. However, I could not quite point out what it was. It was just that, a feeling of a commoner. It is only thanks to you that I understood what the Holy Kingdom lacked, how sinful we were before your arrival. You saved us, but you also saved me. I've always been told to train my sword skills. I've always been scolded for being different, for lacking the qualities of a paladin should have. Had it not been for you, I'd not know where I would be now. Maybe not even alive, to be fair. I'm so grateful for teaching all of us what justice truly means, but... It is not the only thing I've learned. I don't quite know when it first began. I'd like to believe it was the first time I met you. Truth is, I never felt something like that. I had no idea what it was. It took me a lot of time to realize it, perhaps way too long. I love you, Ainsama! I know we'll never be able to be together, but I love you. I truly do ever since that fateful day. I step closer and pat her head. There. I'm glad to hear that, Nea. You truly made me happy. Ainsama! Since I'm already here, can you take a break from your duties and spend some time together with me? You don't even have to ask. I'll take a break for you anytime. Especially today. I keep her company until I return to my true form. And once she has recovered some energy, we say our goodbyes. She She tries to keep smiling the whole time, but it is easy to understand despite spending a nice moment together. It must be hard to see me off one last time. Even without feeling any intense emotion, I experience a bitter loneliness and really hope she will visit us from time to time, as I will not be able to ever again. No! Naya is so good of a character. I hope she will be anime as well, eventually. I'm totally checking every location. I'm weird, I know. Adventurers Guild, surprisingly, no. Nothing here. The inn, nothing. Orphanage, nothing. Orphanage had literally one time, 2 scenes, I believe, and nothing else happened with it. Okay, Nazarick. Albedo is in front. Okay. What am I speaking? Albedo. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Narberal. Jesus. Narberal is... Dude, okay, it's Narberal. I mean, Narberal means... Let's go. Narberal! How do you feel about leaving this world? I do not feel anything particular about it, Ainsama. Should you need anything in this world, I shall do my best to get it for you. Think about it, Narberal does not have many memories about this world aside from her tasks as Nabe. And also the fact that she's become the #1 wife. I should have kept her as the only wife, to be honest, by now. I really should. I trusted the description or whatever that the harem is unavoidable, so I said, okay, fine, we'll go with it. But I think it is avoidable. Anywho. To do something different from the both of us, I could invite her out on a date. Who knows, what could even improve her opinion about humans. Ai-sama. Narberal! I want to go on a date. Ah, yes! I said request takes her by surprise, but she quickly accepts it. Yes. My wife. We eat at a restaurant. Dude, clearly over the time, someone else was doing the artworks and so on for it. Like in the very beginning, it looked kinda meh. Over here, eyes especially looks good. Barbara looks good on this one as well. But yeah, anyway, we eat at a restaurant, walk in different areas of the city, and even do some shopping. All that you could expect from a date, at least to my basic knowledge. However, as I could have expected, she does not care about any of that, if not the time spent with me. Had I invited her to my office while I was working, she would have enjoyed our time together all the same. I give up, man. The only positive side is that once I will be stuck in the Great Dome of Nazarick, she will not regret not being able to pass time with me like this. Mentally tired, I enjoyed the view from this balcony alongside Narberal. It was a good day. Yes. I turned towards her and extended my hand. Shall we continue our date in more private place? With pleasure, Ainsama. Cuddling time! By the way, speaking of Narberal, a little deviation from the game. For just a second. Have you guys seen that figure that Narberal will be getting? Holy moly, it's so good. I don't know if I will remember, even while editing the video, obviously, to put it over here, but just Google Narberal. Was it this? Is that good enough? Come on. No, it's not this one. Freak. Anyway, if you go to my figure collection, right? If you go to Narberal Gamma, right? If you go to the supposed newest one, that thing... Oh wait, it was released in the past? What the hell? Chotto mate kudasai. It was released in 290? Seriously? I kinda find it hard to believe. Where is it? Anywho, whatever. It's supposedly going to be releasing in November this year. But oh my god, it's so good. I need this. I need this figure, man. Narberal for the win. It looks so good. And it's not really that expensive, I would say. I mean, around 130 euro. So, I bet it obviously will depend on the store and so on, but... Good, I bet Polish stores will up the price so badly, by the way. Let's have a look. Okay, supposedly... That thing, pre-order. How much is it in? Okay, so... Come on. Price converter. Yeah, it's not terrible. Supposedly, right now, whatever store it is, 20,800 yen. Now, converting it to Polish currency, it's almost 550, which is not terrible. I do believe I've seen... Dude, what a freaking joke! In Polish store, right, pre-ordering this stuff is basically 3 times this price. Like, what the freak? What a joke, man. Not to mention you have to wait until February 2025, not November. Remember, if you are in Poland, don't get figures from Polish stores. Because it's ridiculous! What about the other one? I'm totally, like, deviating from the game right now to check the figures. What the hell is wrong with me? But that one is really good looking, so... Wow, what a difference. Holy crap. Okay, this one still is a little bit over double the price. Crazy. Basically, don't pre-order from Polish stores, which is something I basically do. I also don't really buy expensive figures, but... this one might be a little bit of a game changer. Anywho. What's happening in Treasury? I imagine it's... Yeah. Pandora's actor. Go. Zu den Sternen gehen wir. Wir gehen wir. We go to the stars. Well, it is actually going to be a different plane. Just like this treasury, which has no physical access, speaking of which. I will leave at least 2 rings of Einzelgon in this world. They are in secure hands, however. In case something goes wrong, other than the existing measures, I would like you to take care of the guard duty. Leave it to me, Einsumo! Well, that was a short exchange. I wonder if I will be able to reset my ring. Shaltir, okay, for now let's wait with Shaltir. Black Capsule, nothing. Derelict, nothing. Underground Lake, nothing. Frozen Prison, nothing. Maybe it's a good thing. Snowball, okay, Coquetus. You've heard the news, Coquetus. Do you want to stay behind to take care of the Lizardman village? I can give you a ring of Einzelgon so you can come back anytime you wish. Thank you, Eins-sama, but I must decline. The Great Tomb of Nazarick is my home, and this is where I belong. It is time for the Lizardmen to grow further. I taught them all I could. It is their turn now to fight and prosper for the glory of Nazarick on their own. I'm glad for that choice. Make sure whoever gets appointed will work alongside Evil Eye. She'll continue my work on the Sorcerer Kingdom. Yes, Eins-sama. I already have a few promising candidates in mind. Interesting. Green Hole. Sayuri only here. Gigantic Tree, nothing happening. Amphitheater, nothing happening, surprisingly enough. Blazing Temple. Okay, Demiruk. Eins-sama. He bows. I'm ready to follow you and do your bidding. I can feel the usual strength in his words. However, I notice his expression is a little off. Is there anything wrong, Demiruk? In truth, I feel ashamed of myself. Huh? Why is that? That is unlike him. I thought I could understand your plans, and I was sure I would be able to hand this world to you. However, I was foolish. The day has already arrived, and I failed to utilize it until the very last moment. It is not your fault, Demiruk. A lot of the saying as a surprise to me as well, especially the limitations behind it. You are really kind, Ice-sama. Under your wise guidance, I shall govern the skies of this and any other world. I shall not disappoint you again. Everyone shall learn of your glory and pray for your benevolence. This time he completely bows down before me. I shall rely on you, Demiruk. This guy. Okay, Rubedo. I'm surprised over here we don't have Aurora. Aureole. Alright, Solution. Evileye. Shizu. And Toma not around. Zeshi. And the rest of the people. Okay, Shizu. Shizu! How do you feel about leaving this world? Fine. Is there anything you would like to do first? I'm fairly sure we'll be able to come back, but that might take a while. Perhaps you would like to visit Nea? There is no need. She has learned about Ainsama's greatness, and she is spreading her knowledge to those that will come after her. She's a good girl, but this is way more important to delay. What? Alright, just want to check if you have taken everything you needed before we depart. I have Xion. I don't think I can find something even cuter in such a short time. As I'm about to turn around and leave, she stops me. Aisama, will you be more busy once you will take your new role? No idea. Hard to tell right now. Why do you ask? I mean, I was thinking we could spend some time together before that happens. Right, you know what? I don't regret taking her as my second wife. Yeah. I take back what I said earlier. Narberal and Shizu are great. I would still replace Albedo with Lupus Regidavo. Anyway, I should use the opportunity to enjoy what I will be leaving behind. So let's go on a date with Shizu as well. Sounds good. How about we go outside then? We can take Shion out for a walk with us. Yeah. We enjoy a nice walk outside of the Green Tomb of Nazarick. An hour goes by before we find a nice spot to hang. Not too far from the tomb. Shion seems to like it as well. This place is a nice break from the endless fields. Do you want to take a rest here? And that was my voice, not hers, but yeah, okay. Neither of us needs rest, but the place looks like a nice stop, and the dog is already wandering around by himself. Yes, Aisama. We support our backs on the trees as we watch Xion play. She's really close to me, and that is when I notice something. This is lavender, I think. It smells pretty good. You smell so nice, Shizu. Thank you, Aisama. This flowery scent. This might very well be the last time where Shizu and I will have some skinship in this world, so I decided to turn to my human form without any warning. And cuddling on a nice blanket and so on. Yeah? Aisama.
Now we are in trouble. Zero. That is problematic.
Shaltir? Yeah, we can't. Because not enough shooting star. Damn it. I imagine with Rubedo there will be no problem for. Rubedo is the strongest NPC in the Great Tomb of Nazarick. Stronger than me even. However, that would soon change with my ascension to divinity. With the catch that I would not be able to affect the mortal plane anymore. Probably. Should the individual power to act in my name be required, Rubedo would be the suitable one to take my place. That is what I'm thinking as I'm slowly walking towards her. I would like to hear her opinion at the very least. I no longer have any doubt regarding her loyalty, but she feels so different compared to the other NPCs. It could be because we never seem to interact. For the most part, she's totally claimed by Albedo. Consider that she's under her care, that is not all too surprising. Rubedo. Oh, greetings, Aisama. She bows. How may I be of use? That is completely different reaction than the first time we spoke. Did spending time with Albedo change her? or she just had to acclimatize after her activation. You must have heard the news already. I would like to hear your opinion as you will be playing a big role afterwards. She bows once again. I shall serve Ainsama with all my power. I will annihilate any menace to you or your reign. Oh, I appreciate the words, but then that's not answering my question for. What's your opinion about my ascension to divinity? Once it happens, I may need to rely on your power fairly often to shape this world to my will. The only Supreme One who stayed behind Ainsama can do no wrong. Your will is mine. I shall obey any orders of yours. I would normally find pleasure in such words of praise, but for the first time ever, I understood there are no feelings put behind those words. It reminds me of my job as Suzuki Satoru, where you would need to memorize a speech during some meetings. In the past, I would have shrugged it off as being part of her personality or a trait of her race. However, I already witnessed some of her interactions with Albedo, and she is indeed capable of expressing her feelings. Very well, I appreciate that. Feeling a little uneasy, I teleport away. Perhaps she acts that way because she has been left deactivated for all this time. She knows nothing about me, aside from the things she has been told by Albedo. I never thought much about it before now, but perhaps I should start building a relationship with her. I'll soon have the whole eternity at my disposal. I can surely dedicate some of this time to her. Can I lay down? Yes, I can! Yeah! We don't need to rush there. Let's go! Oh. Yes! Yes, 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 yes! Holy crap, we can do that? Finally! I needed that in the past. Yo, Shaltir! Oh, Ainsama, the Supreme One who stayed behind for us and the God of Death! Well, I'm not yet. Allow me to begin serving you with every part of my body.
I mean, I do not mind, but I wanted to ask.
Hungry for a body, she's unable to think about anything else but me. She leads me to her bed. We'll cuddle a little bit, I guess. I give up on having a normal discussion with her for the time being and focus on cuddling her. Who was in the office? Oh, Evil Eye. No, I want to go to the spa, yes. Solution! Ainsama, allow me to serve you and clean your godly body for roughly. I will allow you to, but not here. So what? She tilts her head slightly to hint a sense of confusion. This place is just perfect, of course. However, it will also be the only place where I'll bath for the rest of eternity. I would prefer to try the hot springs outside of the Great Tomb of Nazarick for once. Yes. We enter a hot spring within the Sorcerer Kingdom. At first, I was a little uneasy for the lack of privacy. However, being a ruler has its perks. We get to enjoy the hot spring all for ourselves. It feels nice to bath in a different place. It is different, but I prefer the Great Tomb of Nazarick. Of course, the place is perfect as long as it's blessed by Ainsama's presence. Oh, I was forgot about my duties. I'm sorry, Ainsama. I'll remember immediately. Remedy immediately. Remember. No, not this time, Solution. Ainsama. I'm here on to enjoy the moment. When it comes to cleaning, I prefer home as well. Anywho, let me turn to my human form. I'm doing so, and a problem quickly erects himself. I mean, that sentence should tell you what exactly happened. I tried to hide the problem, but, you know, as I want to simply enjoy the hot spring, but Solution notices it, and what happens next will be left to your imagination. Ainsama. Solution. She's stopping closer. It is over. I cannot hold back now. Can I help you with that? Let's step over there. Yes. I can always enjoy the water later. It is not like I could relax now anyways. So basically, they went to the sauna. It's kind of funny. I don't remember if there was a confession option with Solution. If there was, I think there wasn't, which kind of annoyed me. I wish there was. Her and Lupus Regina are the missing wives. And Albedo I might even resign from if I can. I know, whatever. Eveline. There is a lot. You will get the hang of it. Even I managed to do it, although most of the work was done by somebody else. I'm currently showing the ropes to Keno. She'll soon inherit a big empire, and many allies I've made throughout these years. Dude, it's been like 2 years. The third year in progress. It will not be easy, but I trust her. Should you need anything, there are no limits to how often the Ring of Ainzul can be used. It is normal to have many questions and issues at first. Do not hesitate to come back here and ask for help. Yes, I'll be in your care. We have grown very close during all this time, but for some reason we've never been intimate. I always lack time, and now I kind of regret it as my gaze is caught by her alluring neckline. I mean, I cannot deny she's quite attractive. This could very well be my last chance to progress our relationship to the next step. Kenu? Yes, Sama. I believe it's enough for today. There is a lot of stuff, and you cannot memorize it all in just a day. We should take a rest. Yes, I need to go over the stuff I've learned today before I can hope to learn more. I had no idea it was this difficult. You will have people helping you aside from us. However, I believe it is good to learn everything yourself first, so you will always be prepared to counter any unexpected event in a timely manner. I've managed to for so long thanks to my luck, but it is unrealistic to expect her to do the same. Yeah, that's true to luck. That's so true. Ah, this guy winged it at every step. I love that. Understood. Now, how about we go relax on our spot? This is what we call the Cat's Plains. Not many would go there, especially to relax. However, the view from there holds a special place in Keno's heart, and I do not find it to be that bad. It is honestly quite nice if you do not mind all the undead roaming around. We'll have our privacy there to take our relationship on the next step. I cannot screw up now. Besides, it may very well be the last time I spend time with Keno there. I'm going to miss this as well. Cat's Plains is not too far away from the Great Tomb of Nazarick, so rather than teleporting we take our time and chit-chat while flying there. I would never imagined this before, but somehow our personalities interconnect so much that we never run out of topics to talk about. Dude, that must be nice. Speaking to her simply feels natural, as if we had known each other for a much longer time, and I enjoy each moment. Normally this would be enough, however, I hope to get something more today. That is... Our talk is suddenly interrupted by a few droplets of water landing on her skin. We both look up to see dark clouds quickly covering the blue sky. Dude, that... What blue sky? Predicting that it would soon rain heavily, I cast a simple barrier area spell around us. I barely have time to finish casting a spell before it proves to be quite useful. We're not getting wet, but the wet weather has unfortunately covered the view. It's a real shame, but there is no need to teleport back to the Great Tomb of Nazarick. I can change the weather. No, I do not mind the rain. It's actually quite relaxing, especially the earthy sand. I'll be able to enjoy the view of my old home another day, but there is a view that I will be able to enjoy only today. This bubble is kind of cozy and just perfect for the occasion. I would not mind staying here just the two of us. It will be a nice memory when... Her smile shifts into a sad expression. She tries to mask it by averting her gaze from mine, but she's quite easy to read without her mask. We'll see each other. We'll see each other again. I know, but it might not be the same. I don't know how to respond to that. I'm just as clueless. Instead, let's just think about the present. There is no point in assuming what might happen in the future and let that ruin our present. It looks like she's trying to say something, but no words come out of her mouth. I decide to act now and turn to my human form. Let's turn this into a happy memory. Yes! And so they cuddled. Alright. To the chambers! Let's lay down. Okay, I mean, I guess. Oh boy. Alright, Zeshi.
you've heard the news. What do you plan on doing?
Same thing I've been doing so far.
This whole place will move to another plane soon. It will not be as easy as stepping out of the door to leave the Great Tomb of Nazarick anymore.
That is fine. It makes no difference to me.
There will be ways to contact me or even come here even if you decide to not come with us. I would not remind since you have already gotten what you were looking for and the Source Kingdom will continue to be a sure, secure location for you.
Are you trying to get rid of me?
Of course not. No. Oh, I'm not really trying to keep you here either.
Besides, I do not have everything I was looking for.
Huh?
There is no child beside me.
You're not pregnant yet.
I wonder. You should make sure of that. It is part of our deal.
I knew that was what she was going for.
Well, whatever. Sure, I do not mind. Now that I think about it, you know how with Shizu, in order for her to have a child, we needed to use magic, right? Because she was not built to have a child overall. Anyway, what I'm getting at, surely, there is also the spell that makes you, in that moment, not able to make someone pregnant as well, right? Basically, what I'm getting at is your swimmers don't have the ability. Right? Surely there is magic like that as well. Anyway, let's have a look. Bittersweet Journey.
Discussions are so soft. I could write in this carriage for days without ever feeling sore.
I glance over the majestic figure sitting next to me, the Sorcerer King.
I wonder if he will speak again today. Should I cannot begin the discussion myself? What if he does not feel like speaking?
I worry about that out of honest concern. The first time I've seen him, I was scared. I do not even know where I have found the strength to speak out back then. However, that quickly changed.
He's fearsome against his enemies, but generous and kind towards his allies. The perfect example of pure justice.
Is there something on my face?
I'm sorry.
I realize I've been staring at him the whole time, feeling embarrassed. I quickly turn away.
I did not mean to.
That's fine, do not be sorry. I suppose traveling quietly is quite boring. I would not mind learning more about you today.
About me? I'm a simple squire, there's nothing special about me.
I do not believe that to be true. An archer among everyone else focusing on melee combat must be a rarity. If you keep honing your archer skills, you are bound to become special. You sure have the potential.
Thank you. He keeps spoiling me every day and he's always so kind. If it was just random praise from a random person, I would never believe it, but his words are sincere. He truly believes what he's saying. If only he was not a king from another country, then perhaps I... What am I thinking?
I shake my head to get rid of improper thoughts and in turn feel even more embarrassed than before. Is something wrong?
No, I just...
I guess the task trying to take care of me is waving on you.
What? No, that's just definitely not it, Your Majesty. I'm really glad. It is the most important task one could ever get, and I'm truly grateful to be the one in this carriage right now.
Oh, I see. Still, I at least owe you my thanks for everything you've done so far, and I hope I will continue being in your care.
His words alone are shocking to me. But then, he does something even more unreal. He bows.
That surely cannot be happening, right? I blink once, twice, thrice, however, he's still bowing. A king from another country, possibly the most powerful entity in this world, is bowing to me, Esquire.
I cannot be dead, Valbro. Just what does he see in me? No, that cannot be me. He's just really kind. So much to even treat someone like me so politely. Still, that is too much. He surely knows the meaning of bowing, so why? Please do not do that, Your Majesty.
He raised his head and looked straight at me.
Your Majesty, if he's willing to go that far for me, after he went that far for the sake of my country, I swear I'll loyally and faithfully serve you. I'm so happy. I can finally imagine a happy future, but why does it hurt so much when I do?
It does not take me too long to spot the reason, although it is hard to admit it myself.
It is because he will not be the next to me. Of course, a king of another country would not be next to me, no matter how kind he is. If only I was not born in this country, then perhaps...
I continue the journey back home with a bittersweet feeling. I had no idea why I felt the need of having a man I don't know until a few days ago next to me is so essential. It would take me many sleepless nights before I would finally understand my own feelings. Is what Naya thought. And I guess this is what she was referring to when we went to visit her. Journey to another continent. Damn.
Will you not ask why I'm doing all of this? You're my sister, and you have always treated me nicely. I love you, so I trust you. You're so rubedo.
I pat my sister's head. Her hair are incredibly soft. We're currently traveling to another continent. If it exists, it might house some players. Officially, we are to gather information and report them back to Momoga-sama. That is something we'll do. However,
Momoga-sama is amazing.
I say a few simple words. Everyone in the Great Tomb of Nazarick would agree with them, but they hold a deeper meaning to me.
I do not mean just because he's a great ruler, a powerful and just overlord, the kind of generous supreme being that stayed with us.
You know what? I just realized something. Albedo is the type that in a way... I mean, dude, she's obviously attractive, and I bet normally... Or more like, if she acts like normally, she's great as well, but... Dude, she's so crazy for her eyes that she speaks about him as well to everyone else. That's the annoying part. I had a coworker like this as well, and she was constantly blabbing about her children. Like, shut up! I don't care about them! Stop! that she gives that kind of feeling as well. I like her, Albedo, I mean, obviously. Not that coworker. That coworker is was annoying as hell. And also at some point her getting fired was a blessing. Anywho. Yeah, but Albedo basically... She's too much to handle, in a way. Anywho.
He's much more vendetta, and I'm the only one. And I'm the only one who knows this, because I'm the only one to be always alongside him.
Let me remind you, you are not chosen as the first or even second wife. In fact, if I could move back in time, you would not be the third or a fourth. Or maybe even further, to be honest. Not gonna lie.
I know the real Momoga-sama and all the sacrifices he has constantly done for us. All the sacrifices he constantly does for us. No other supreme being did as much as Momoga-sama, not even our creator, did not think twice about abandoning us. If only everyone else truly understood this. It is fine. Not need everybody else, you have me.
Ain't me!
The fact that he did not say that in German. Pandora's actor is ignored by both. God damn it.
Why do they not like Pandora's actor? He's so cool. I don't know him as much as you do. I'm probably the one who knows him the least, unfortunately. However, even I understand that he's vital for our survival. The others are unreliable. And if you trust him that much, so will I. I'm happy to hear that. Then let me tell you everything about Momoga-sama and why I love him so much.
The rest of the journey passed with Albedo speaking about Momoga at length. Jesus. Oh, there is another... Now I thought about it. Another part of her blabbing like this. She's still doing that behind his back. I don't like that part. Even if it's, you know, the nice things and so on. I don't like it. Meanwhile, Lynx proceeds to talk about the fact that he was happy that one of his co-workers was fired at some point. Even if that ex-co-worker will never know about that. Anywho. Zesh's pregnancy.
I've been told to speak with you to check on my pregnancy. Ooh, yes, I can do that. Woof! Very well, I'm ready.
The cleric begins chanting words I cannot understand, and that she can't understand. And at the end of it, she does yet another weird woof sound. Every cold and white light surrounds my body for a few seconds before fading away. She looks very focused during the duration of the spell, then she looks straight at me. From her eyes, I believe she's smiling.
Ooh, I have good news. You're pregnant and the child is very healthy right now. Aizama will be surely happy to hear the news. Woof! No, I'll be one to help him. He has to hear it from me. Eventually. Of course! I would never take away the chance for the mother to tell such a beautiful news. Woof! Can you tell me how powerful the kid is? Powerful, Woof! Yeah, powerful, can you? I'm afraid it is too early to tell, Woof. I see. Well then, how about the Genta? I don't like surprises. I prefer making the proper preparations ahead of time. Pinky name's definitely a pretty important choice. I understand perfectly. Woof! She's a girl, Woof!
Let's go!
Not quite what I had in mind when I said preparations, but whatever. I have quite a suitable name for her already. Sibyl. No. This could... No.
Anyone watch Psychopaths? That name already gives me bad vibes because of Psychopaths.
Alright, you know where to find me when you need to check up on their progress. Hopefully this pregnancy will not last too long. Yes! Woof!
Oh boy. And when anywhere else we should go? There is throne room. Alright, I will visit Green Hall quickly. It was necessary. Our fox girl also deserves some cuddling time. Okay. I cannot believe that day which I believe is to arrive. I never thought about it before now. I should make sure to do everything I need to do before leaving. I'll not be able to come back afterwards. Probably. Once I'm ready, I should head to the throne room on the 10th floor so I can use the throne kings and bring the whole great with me. Okay, Renner. Renner! I know you are most likely not interested, but this could very well be your last chance to visit the world outside, at least for pleasure reasons.
Thank you for the offer, Aizama.
She bows.
How would I have everything I need in my chamber?
Including climb? You still keep your pet locked in the room?
There is nowhere else he needs to be. I'm sure he would only hurt himself.
A broken mind is handy, but without stimulating activities, he will just turn to a shell of his former self eventually. Surely you are interested in him beyond his physical appearance, so there is something to keep in mind.
He did ask for the chance to do some odd jobs. You'll think about it. Is there anything else safe for him to do?
Not at the moment.
He can see me at my office once all of this is over, and I will think about something.
Alright, I'll take him to the office then, once I've played with him some more.
He could start by coming to my office by himself. Well, whatever. Yeah. Oh boy. I mean, she's crazy, yeah.
Aizama,
He bows.
how may I be of use?
By taking Tuare somewhere nice, you both have the day off. Let's go!
Aizama.
They both look surprised.
I'm very thankful, but do you not need our help the most right now? I have to yet finish my task in Erantel and assign one of the dragons to take care of the trading.
That is true, but there is no need to rush, Sebas. While I look forward to it, I'm making sure to take it reasonably slow. I don't need everybody at all the times. While you will have a free day, someone else will work. I cannot believe I have to explain this after so many years. Sebas not even the worst one. That's true. It's the mates, man. It's the mates that are the biggest problem. And we all know it by now. There is no way I would be able to do that with the homunculus mates. Yes, I'm not even going to try, man. They are not even interested in the world outside of the Great Tomb of Nazarick anyways.
Thank you, Aizama. I promise I'll work even harder to pay back your generosity.
Aizama, I'm sorry for asking, but...
I mean, you are free to speak your mind.
About my little sister. I know we cannot wait for her, but...
Oh, is that it? Do not worry about that. I'm not leaving anyone behind. While I will not be able to step in this world anymore, everybody else will be able to. There will be at least 2 rings of Einzelgold in pretty safe hands that will allow some chosen people to move in and out, including Nina.
Thank you!
She bows. Wasn't she with us in the Nazarick? She was with us, right? Albedo.
I see. I understand now what you meant by waiting. I cannot comprehend how you could predict that, even by knowing the solution.
Of course not. No one could do that after all. Aisama has always been a god.
Not a capital letter, yeah.
Indeed. And they have the power to subjugate multiple worlds.
Where is the L in worlds?
It's unnatural for a supreme one.
However, while I believe it is a good trade-off, it's not a little limiting to not be able to act upon the mortal plane.
From my current perspective, it would be. However, there is no telling how I will view things once I will ascend. Perhaps at that point, acting on the mortal plane would be as alluring as playing with mood.
I think that's perfect. All of us will act as the heralds bringing his supreme words across every world. As supreme god, he should not waste his time with such trivial matters. We have to work as hard as we can in order to bring him even more glory.
No, that would be too boring. I want to do something as well. Don't tell me that it's truly my destiny to sit idly by for eternity without being able to do anything else. Is it too late to rethink that?
Ainsama, may I be excused for a while? My projects in this world. There are a few things I need to take care of before we leave.
Yeah, I understand. Feel free to take all the time you need. I'm not going to use this ring until we are all ready.
Thank you for granting my selfish request.
He bows and takes his leave. After a few moments, Abel turns towards me with a pretty suggestive look on her face.
Aisama,
Albedo.
since we are alone now, we should enjoy our time together one last time before your ascension.
But it might not happen today or anytime soon.
We should make haste and enjoy ourselves until it happens then.
And she's so close, too close. That reminds me of that time when... Anywho, she grabs my right hand and gets me to my chambers.
Aisama, I cannot wait anymore.
Well, I guess I have no choice. I would rather enjoy our time together than watching some boring, Hollywood movie right now, literally. I surrender to Albedo and turn into my human form. As soon as I do, she cuddles me. Should we reset the ring? Yeah, let's reset the ring before we go. Who knows what awaits us in the freaking Ascension. Okay, seems like nobody wants anything from me around the kingdom. Or like around the world. Alright, throne room. It is time. Let's become a divine being. This is the last scene of the main storyline. You will not be able to continue playing the game after the ending. Make sure to complete any side event left before continuing with the main storyline. I mean, I don't have any side event that I could access still, so... You can rest in your chambers to advance day and rest with your shooting star ring charges. Yeah, I found that out. Do you want to continue? Yes. We are at the end of it. I take a seat on my throne, just as I did when I thought the game was about to shut down. The people I spent years with stand in line. In a similar formation to the first day when we arrived in this world, that brings back many memories of that day. This time we'll also take yet another step forward, and leave the world behind us, along with the mortal plane. It will be pretty embarrassing if at this point the ring will simply not work. Here goes nothing! After handing the ring, I leaned back to climb by where the Ouroboros in its place. For a moment I feared it is truly useless. However, there was simply a small delay before its activation, almost as if someone was picking up my call. And that someone...
You made the requirements.
I hear a distant voice, yet powerful enough to effortlessly reach me. I understand the meaning behind that voice, yet I cannot recognize the language, no matter how hard I try. Pure meaning and will is spoken directly to me, and for the first time since I became Einzelgold, I experience fear. I experienced the meaning of being meaningless, fully knowing that the being I'm currently communicating with could erase my existence by merely thinking about it. I have no place in questioning or even speaking to him. The ring should grant any desire, and yet it correctly assumes I want to ascend to divinity without the need to ask me. I feel vulnerable knowing that someone can read so deeply within me, and yet my mind still manages to wander and ponder a simple question. What if I asked to bring my friends back? Surely that would be possible, but would they want to? Without asking them, without the possibility to speak to them at least once, do I even have any right to force them? The being ignores my flow of thoughts, and after a brief pause, it continues to speak.
I accept. Momonga, greater deity of death.
Eh? Wait!
Domains, Arcana, Death.
Guess there is no longer need for me to use the name of Ainsul Gone. Just like that, his voice vanishes along with its presence. Nothing around me changes, everything looks the same as before. However, I feel completely different. I feel an immense power, leagues beyond Yggdrasil. I feel like I could do anything. Yet despite feeling an infinity of power, it is nothing compared to what I felt before. It is a level I can never hope to reach, but that is fine. Just as suddenly as the great Tomb of Nazareth had appeared many years ago in the field, it suddenly appears, leaving behind only some hills. Faithful believers would think that it became just another star in the sky night, watching over them all day and night long. In those hills, a new village was formed from the people who inhabited the Green Hole in the past. Huh? What is this? I hear a distant voice, but despite looking around, I see nobody. Unconsciously, I understand it is a voice coming from the Holy Kingdom. A familiar voice said my name, but I cannot quite make who or what it said. Naya? I start to figure it out. I hear yet another voice coming from Karna village this time. It sounds like I can hear people saying my name. It seems like it's spreading fairly quickly. I feel this should drive me mad, but weirdly enough, I do not mind them. Hearing these voices, it feels natural part of me. There are many things I do not yet understand. Alongside this power, I have knowledge of things I did not know. I should note everything down and carefully experiment all of this. It is not like I lack the time to. Anyways, this brings me back to so many years ago. I had to run so many experiments to understand what was going on, and here I am about to do the same thing. I guess some things never change.
Momonga-sama, shall we go?
The Overlord Council stayed following my ascension, and my control over Yggdrasil continued to prepare for something. Something that began back when I still resided in the mortal plane. Despite that, they started developing good relations with the Sorcerer Kingdom. The rebel Holy Kingdom continues to be ruled by the Queen Nea. It quickly became the main location where Momonga gets the most devoted followers. Yeah? Almost everyone in there prays and follows Momonga, showing yet again the supernatural ability of Nea to speak in people's hearts. The slain theocracy did not take too long to resume its previous plans. Their lack of respect for borders grows every day. However, they no longer show an interest in the elf country, which pretty much keeps on its own as it always did. The elf country is not the only one doing that. The dwarf kingdom is also cut from the rest of the world, aside from trading with the sorcerer kingdom. The dark elf population easily functions without the constant presence of the queen, but from time to time, Aura visits them. Despite the change of the Sorcerer Kingdom's rulership, the Great Minotaur nation is keeping the same deal made with Ainsul Gold. They always buy any new technology from the Sorcerer Kingdom, and lately they have been asking for a larger production of runesmiths. Evil Eye never experiences a lack of funds. I envy her, that was so stressful even for me! The Troll Kingdom, which has been quiet since Ainsul Gold began making a name for himself, only a few days after his ascension began to regularly attack humans. The Sorcerer Kingdom regularly fights those attacks off, but they keep coming back like starved beasts. The world continues on. Oh, so sadly you cannot interfere at all, huh? Anyway, Chieftain!
Oh, Hasalg!
How's your daughter doing?
Pretty good. She's begun studying magic. Neferiakun keeps repeating how she's going to become stronger than him in just a few years.
She was thinking about her husband.
Perhaps she'll become the new chieftain as well.
You daughter! We'll serve her to the best of our abilities when the day comes. Until then.
Huh?
Thing is, since Gazevdona moved to our town, we have been getting more and more requests. We need at least 2 more to handle all the requests.
Understood. I'll take care of that right away.
Thank you, chieftain!
He bows and quickly goes back to work. Henry continues to lead the town of Carne as her chieftain, while her husband Tiferi is about to make yet another important alchemical discovery, with the help of the powerful individual whose identity is known only to a selected few. Huh? Ooh! Somewhere in the south.
We are finally done for the most part. Honestly, a few years ago, I would have never imagined I would be traveling around the continent to collect the Swords of Darkness. It does not get any easier. That is the point. There is no better way to get stronger than risking your life every day. Are you sure that was the last one we can get our hands on? I think it would not hurt to go back to Cel's kingdom for the time being and plan for the next. Fine, lead the way.
Nini and Naimel have been traveling for years around the continent in order to collect the Swords of Darkness. Momonga in the past had not mentioned the possible location of the remaining swords, so they had no other choice but to go back home. The rumors of Ainzul Gong's Ascension had not yet reached them. Oh.
This darkness. How can I possibly handle it? Look, she said it again. Same thing never change.
Lacus and the rest of the Blue Roses left the Great Tomb of Nazarick in order to be by Evil Eye's side. Tira was reluctant first, but she decided to try and rebuild the relationship with her two sisters. While supporting Evil Eye, they also investigate the disappearance of some adventure groups and keep track of the slain Theocracy's movement. Tira wanted to defend from or even destroy the Troll Kingdom, but they lack the power to do such a large-scale war. Instead, a giant war troll and long servant of the Sorcerer Kingdom has been tasked with defending the human borders.
Gojin!
Oh, Gojin, this guy?
He may just be the one, but that is a suitable challenge for him.
Please, Almighty God, grant me greater knowledge!
Fluder, along with his students, formed a growing cult of wizards, whose objective is to spread the name of Momonga. Thanks to the continued invasion of hungry trolls, they are never short of sacrifices to make in the name of Momonga. Thanks to them, his power is greatly enhanced every day.
I will leave it to you then.
Fiamela continues her task of transporting goods and people, those who for a reason or another cannot travel by ground. However, one day, a weird and powerful individual tasked her with an mission, track his movement and let him know if undesirable people were close. Whoever he was, he did not want to encounter anyone unless he wished otherwise. A really shady individual, but her master Sebas ordered her to follow his orders, and without questioning him, she obeyed. Everyone in the Robe Holy Kingdom loves a weird yet powerful individual which one day appeared out of nowhere. The Custodio Sisters, or even the Queen, are no exception. The days when they became pregnant with his children became national holidays.
All free? Damn!
Rumors of the ex-Queen Kalka surviving or being brought back to life started to spread, but she does not seem interested in coming back. Assuming she is the real ex-Queen Kalka, she became the mayor of a newly formed village, the Green Hall. No one would know about such a tiny hamlet if not for the unique products of skincare and beauty sold there. It even attracted the interest of the great Minotaur nation. Many people travel there only to admire her beauty, and it is said her daughter is just as beautiful.
Should I bring another bottle of wine?
No.
I'm so proud of her. Our queen has really improved.
Bring two.
Eh?
Those freaking trolls don't even have peace. I hate them. I need to drink now.
Drodilon went back to her bad habits. The ascension of Ainz Ulgon created some hostilities, but he had left the world in a state where a long-lasting peace was inevitable, especially behind a good leadership. It was not yet the ending of his legacy though. As he learned more about his powers, he planned to possibly pack the world in order to gain even more followers and therefore more power. There were some things left for him to do, things he left unfinished because he was powerless, but not anymore. I mean, we have not really checked out other continents. One of those things is a gift for Keno. He had promised that in the past and surely earned it. She surely earned it. But
that is a story for another day. Thanks for playing and supporting this project.
oh yeah, it is Koikatsu, that's true. Thanks to all the supporters. Project was possible only because of your help. Oh yeah, I guess it was on Patreon, I think.
Narberal, my girl.
The Archer girl. Clementine.
Loopies.
Will I have to mute this music? Probably. Dude. Banger of a game, yes. I do not know how accurate it is, like manga or light novel wise. I know that it is quite accurate when it comes to anime though. And that is super appreciated, not gonna lie. It did lack... Okay, I'm gonna say it... Fuck, I'll have to censor that. It did lack one thing for... I would say one big thing. Unless it is... It is shown if you play it with different choices or whatever. The fight with Shaltir. Which, in my opinion at least, was the best fight in anime overall, at least so far. If there are any new seasons, maybe there will be something else that can beat it, but the fight with Shaltir, in my opinion, was the best. And it's been totally skipped in this game. And I kind of don't understand why. But what else? Overall, felt like a cool game. Cool characters. I mean, overall, like, Overlord is a banger of a... banger of a story when it comes to the... Again, anime. If you stick to what is shown over there, you are bound to deliver a good piece of game as well. And we've got it here. The devs stick to what was presented in the anime and the books. I believe he the books as well. And delivered a good freaking game here. A good visual novel. Oh look, Lupus Regina Beta is totally a supporter of the game. That's so cool that someone named himself, herself like that. And over there, right now at the very end, I've seen one forum, which I actually visit from time to time to see how is the progress on games overall. Because each is sometimes a little bit of a pain to browse through. My wife, Narberal Gamma over here. What a game, what a game. Actually, I mean, when this episode, the last episode of Overlord H is released on YouTube, by me of course, it will be a moment, but just yesterday, or should I say today to be fair, because it was after midnight, I've noticed another new release from Winterfire. I say new release, but it is still a work in progress. The work in progress on Vox Gremory, which is a high school DD parody game. Wait, have you finished the freaking Danmachi game? No, you haven't. It's still in development as well. What the heck? Finish one, then begin the other. Yeah, I will be keeping my watch. It will not be a surprise, I would say, if I told you that. Once those are also released, we'll be sitting to them. It will not be surprising at all, I would say. Because if other games will be also accurate to anime and so on, I'm so stepping there. And we'll be playing those. Anyway, that was Overlord H. To be fair, I think from how many views some of those videos got, which to be watched is a surprise, I in a way hope it was enjoyable for everyone. It was lengthy indeed, but sometimes a lengthy game is a good thing. We might be playing some more lengthy games as well soon enough. Still. Who knows? Who knows? Anywho, let's end for today. Hope you enjoyed the whole series. But as I mentioned, I think it was enjoyed. Consider liking the video. Always appreciate it. If you have not seen any of the other videos from Overlord H, check out the playlist. It's in the description. And have a look at all the episodes. Dude, actually, that would be crazily appreciated if you did that, obviously. If you're new around and you like, well, this type of games, or games in general, consider subscribing, because we'll be playing more of them. And that's pretty much it. I wish you all a wonderful day, and hopefully I'll get to see you in the next game. Bye-bye.